So, Penn State, Boise State, Texas, Arizona State, it will build not just to that Rose Bowl, Oregon and Ohio State, but then Georgia and Notre Dame, which, as we are coming to you in our second straight late night instant reaction podcast, print it and put it in the contract. Kind of another banger, Georgia and Notre Dame. I know we talked about it last night a little bit. We talked about Notre Dame being a slight favorite. Georgia's a slight favorite now.
I'm mad at myself. I should have seen that coming. Well.
Any different thoughts?
No. I don't think I think Georgia can beat Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame wins far more often, especially if Carson Beck's not playing. Because unless Gunnar Stockton comes out and shows me something I didn't see in that first game, I don't have a whole lot of faith in Georgia's passing attack in this game. And if you're one-dimensional against Notre Dame, it's really tough to beat that defense.
It probably has to look a little bit like Irish Aggies for the Irish to win. Stockton making the same mistakes Wegman did. Riley Leonard not making a ton of mistakes and just running around. Do we think he's going to win dropping back? I don't really, but man, he is super elusive in a way that Quinn Ewers is not, especially not a hurt Quinn with the ankle. So I think that's kind of their path to winning, is him scrambling around, making plays. He is really, really slippery and is one of the best sack avoidance guys we've seen in the sport in a long time. Georgia probably gets pressure. Can he avoid that pressure? But to me, that's kind of what it comes down to. Unless he's going to throw the ball really well, which maybe he will. I'd be a little surprised.
And that game, my goodness. 8:45 p.m. Eastern time kickoff, which could get delayed if the Rose starts late.
Oh, dude, we're going to be up here till 2 a.m.
Oh, my gosh.
There's some sponsors that should jump in to sponsor that episode solely. I don't throw them out there, but if you have any products that might help people stay really focused.
Rico's cocaine.
Snow game in the dome.
I was in last year, Texas, Washington, because Alabama, Michigan went to overtime. So what was already scheduled as a 8:45 p.m. Eastern time kick was getting delayed by 20 minutes and 20 minutes and 20 minutes because of Alabama, Michigan going to overtime. And so I went back for the New Orleans coffee, I think Liz Edwards has video of me maybe having a cardiac incident during the third quarter of that game. just kind of needed to put my head in my hands, drink some water, and take some deep breaths for a little bit. But hey, we made it through.
Do we think can Georgia run game and screen the Irish enough to win?
Yes.
How many points? They have an over-under. What's the over-under?
44 and a half. And that's why I say yes.
Sure. In that case, yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, Georgia has a short field touchdown, a special teams flip the field play, and one good touchdown drive that can at least give them a shot to win. Because I agree with you. The Gunnar Stockton-led Georgia offense, a Georgia offense that has not been awesome or clicked on all cylinders across a 60-minute game against quality competition once at all this year. Fair?
What was the FCS team they played?
No, I said against quality competition.
Oh, wow. So now the FCS isn't quality football. Okay.
No.
You're an elitist. It's fine. Cool.
Hey, look, UMass ran the ball on them, okay? So this has been a little bit.
If it ain't Power 4, Chip don't want to hear about it.
We'll see. Any other thoughts on the
It's kind of that's a good question. How many offenses this year have been great?
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what is the offense that comes to mind when you say that?
Army,
Oregon.
Oh, actually, Army and Oregon are good answers. But when you asked the question, I said healthy Georgia Tech.
They were good.
When Haynes King's healthy,
Honestly, Miami, really damn good.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There really weren't a whole lot.
And you know, it be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
You're asking 11 college kids to do their job at the same time in like a 5-second window.
And this is Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
And they're freaking useless.
Useless.
God.